Hello everyone, this will be the review of a game MINImax Tinyverse, and the currency for the game was provided by developer, not the key because the game is free. Um, there's one word that is very easy to use when I want to talk about this game, and it's pointless. It's not a bad game in terms of how it's done. It's actually done pretty well, and I'm very sad that they didn't use all their effort to make a different game. Because I would definitely play a different game done by those guys, but not this one. What is it? Well, it's an iteration of MOBA. It's a game where you go from left to right with your soldiers and you try to push against the enemy base, like in a MOBA. You can use two lanes in here. Usually use just one lane, but technically there is two lanes. And it's a very small MOBA. You kill, I think, two turrets, and then it's the base. So it's like one lane in most existing MOBAs. Now, what's the point of playing this game? Well, as I said, it's pointless, but I will try to kind of defend it. Well, there is 2 points. One point is leaderboards, and it's hard to discuss with that. If you want to be awesome and you want to be first in leaderboards, yes, there's a reason to play this game. Two, use a meta deck and go through leaderboards, go through hundreds and hundreds of games, and eventually, if you are winning more than 50% of games, you will climb the ladder and you will land on the leaderboards. For what reason? For no reason, but you can do it. The other thing is mostly it's just unlocking stuff in the shop. This is the shop, right? And you unlock stuff by having level, which you have to even buy stuff, and then you need the currency. So you can unlock 4 heroes, let's count, 11 soldiers, quite a lot of powers. There is, I think there is 22, yeah. And the last one needs, of course, level 9, so that's a lot of grinding, and you also need currency. Now, you can ask, why do I have so much currency? Because you can buy this. You can buy the 2 realms pack, which I got. That's what I got. You get a lot of currency, which basically skips the grind, which is pointless again, because why would you pay for skipping the game content that you want to play? But that's what it does. You unlock like heroes and troopers, so you get quite a lot of stuff already, and a lot of stuff, a lot of currency that you normally have to get by grinding. But yes, you can still level up and unlock the remaining wonders, the miracles. And then you have the hand, because you kinda exist above the table. Everything happens on a table, and you are like a person that's above the table, and you can interact kinda with what's going on. So basically it's a MOBA, but you use your powers by putting your hand on the table and doing different things. So you can change the way your hand looks. I'm gonna show it all to you because all you need is to see one game that's up to 6 minutes. That's all that exists in the game. It's a 6 minutes skirmish, and then after that you play another 6 minutes skirmish. That's exactly the same. So that's the whole game. You just keep repeating that skirmish all over and over again. It's like having a MOBA with one map, which some MOBAs have, I guess. Okay. So settings, yeah, that is quite a lot of that, right? I was able to fix sound and music and Windows, so it works. There is also some languages to choose from, and controls are, well, can you change them? I don't think so, but at least they are listed. What else is there? There's a big community apparently. By the way, now it's not reacting for some reason. I don't know why. Let's wait. No idea what happened. Yes, now it's responding. I just checked the recording. Yeah, I guess it seems to. Let's enter something. Yeah, it's okay. So there is community with tons of links, tons and tons of links. I don't know why so many, because the game is really simple. The only reason to really go to wiki is to get a meta build, and that's all you need. Aside from that, the game is very easy. Okay, quests. Yes, you can do quests. You can play games and get some more currency out of them. So if you play regularly, you will be having faster progression, if you can call it progression. Either, well, I would call it unlock. It's not really a progression. There are guides, so it's all well done. It's just in the wrong game. You know, if I had another game done like this, with all that stuff clearly presented, done with proper graphics, explained, that would be awesome. But that would have to be a different game, completely different game. This sort of game is for me completely pointless. There is some games like those. Some of them are against AI, against, well, you can say PvE games, exactly like this one, but they are PvE. I played some of them on Congregate, and well, not only on Congregate, but there is a lot of such games on Congregate, much simpler, but also more interesting. There is also one game, some brawl game, exactly same idea, which I played just to get items, just to get Steam items. So that was the reason for me to play, not because I liked it. I hate those games. I hate PvP. But I played that one because it had some skins to sell. And then I got bored because it got completely pointless, and of course the market crashed. So for me those games are completely pointless, and I hate PvP, I have to say it. Now I will show the gameplay. Let's go through one battle with this team, whatever. I'm just gonna pick any guy, and that team is already chosen it, so that's a bit different than I played last time. We have some damaging, mostly damaging miracles, and let's pick a costume. I have it already. So yeah, so that's your setup, that's your deck, right? You have 6 soldiers, 1 guy, 1 hero, that's just visual, and you can pick some miracles. So once you know your deck, then you just keep playing it over and over and over again on the same map. That's it. That's the whole game. So let's try to find a match. By the way, it might be loud even though I went very low with sound, so sorry for that. Yeah, so we are fighting against some guy, and I will do it completely randomly because I didn't even bother to read what the creatures do. So let's move it around here. They are already, of course, attacking, and let's spam some units, any of them. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna attack them with a power, and now there will be skirmish. They are fighting and fighting and fighting. One of the groups will win, either they win or we win, and then it's gonna repeat itself the entire game. So they come from the right, we come from the left. I think we can go into, but we can't really go much away from there. So this is gonna happen. I'm not sure why I'm using mouse. I'm trying to use mouse to move it around. Okay, that's some flaming path, so let's use it. Did I do it? No, I don't think we did. Yes, I did. I actually did it. Alright, so let's spam more units. What happens? Their hero is going through. Our hero is still fighting, I think. It is. Alright, I will try to use the WASD to know what's going on. Alright, so we kinda moved towards their turret, right? So we could say we're kinda maybe winning a bit. They'll probably also do something like that and try to destroy us. Just casting spells and making soldiers, so probably we'll win in a moment. Kinda goes back and forth every time. Yeah, what about those guys? I'm not sure what they're doing. Yeah, I killed them. Yeah, we destroyed a turret. And there's another turret. It's different. So now we are pushing forward. Can I attack here? Well, maybe we can. I'm not sure what this hero does. I think he just casts a spell or something. Alright, we're fighting. They have their hero here, which is a problem, because we'll probably lose against it. Let's make some more damaging spell. The turret is gone. We were kinda trying to push, which we are not, because of course they will spam a group of units again. So then we'll get pushed to the left. We are pushing, right? We're pushing to the right. And now we'll try to attack the base. We go for the base. No, we don't go for the base because of course they made a soldier. We're also losing people. So we have to push again. And multiple times, the same thing. Going from left to right, pushing a little bit, getting pushed back, and then pushing again. Maybe we can destroy it, I'm not sure. Yeah, they're of course attacking with powers. All we can do is spam more soldiers. Hope that we can keep them busy for another 3 minutes. Alright. Are we doing damage? Yes, we are. We're constantly doing damage somehow. I'm not sure why, because they are also spending the same amount of mana, the same amount of this resource. They should be able to kinda do the same. Apparently my soldiers are better in some way. I don't know how this happens. It's very frantic, so it's hard to control it. Did I put it here? I think I did. Didn't react. Now we did the damage. We're keeping the attack. Kinda. I don't wanna use it. I wanna use this. And spam more soldiers. Please attack the base. I was actually bored after one match of this. That was quite sad. Please do some damage, guys. Do some damage. It's not like RTS. I don't think you can catch them and attack. No, I don't think you can. So that was 4 minutes, right? Actually, this is the third match I won, and I wasn't trying at all. I was just completely randomly pushing buttons and sending soldiers. Probably get something for losing as well. So we leveled, we got some currency. I can now go back to shop, and there's nothing here to unlock because I have this weird upgrade that's costing a lot of money that I don't really care for. And yes, we can unlock this. And we can unlock this. No, we cannot. It's level 5, right? So yeah, we have one more power. That's our progression. Also, we're progressing in leaderboards, which are somewhere. Not sure where they are. What happens if we click this? Nothing. I'm pretty sure there was this. Well, where is it? Quest? No. I'm trying to find leaderboards because I've seen it, but I'm not sure where it is. Maybe it's where we go to the battle. Yes, that's the leaderboard. Right, so that's the leaderboard. You can check your position. So I am on this position 304, and I could keep grinding endlessly. It's 40 minutes of gameplay. And keep going and trying to climb further. Maybe you get something if you're at the very top. Maybe you even more speed up the game and get even more currency. Not that you need it, but you could probably get it. Maybe. I don't know. It's not explained. If not, you can just keep playing until you have everything, which is quite easy. As you have seen here, I am already 4 levels up, and I just played like 3 games with this faction. There is 2 factions. You can play one faction or the other faction. The other faction I just literally played 1 game, or maybe 2, 1 or 2, I guess. Also went through tutorial, and I got extremely bored. So yeah, guys, that's the game. That's what you do. You grind literally 1 skirmish in 1 game mode against humans. I think mostly. I'm not sure if there's AI available, but there's a lot of people playing, so you can catch a game very quickly. You can try it on your own because the game is free. What can I give it? You know what? I'm gonna give it 5 because it's very average, but it's an extremely boring genre. This is a genre that I never play unless they pay me, which in this case they don't. I just got the currency that is useless to me because I don't care for it. I can't sell it. I'm definitely not going to play it because I'm too bored. So it's completely useless for me, but I did it just because well, I just wanted to show you the game. They gave me currency. That's okay, right? It has some value theoretically. It's not exactly getting the game key, but I just get weird stuff sometimes on Keymailer. So one of them is currency for free games. So that's a free game. Can I recommend it? No, not at all. Unless you want to play it for a few minutes out of curiosity and just see how it looks, because it looks quite unique and different. Yes, the whole interaction with a hand from above interacting with models on the table is interesting, kinda, but it gets really old very quickly. After 1 or 2 games you've seen it, and well, it's like, okay, that's a nice gimmick, but what's the point of that? Well, there is none. If you are really into PvP and leaderboards, you could play it, because definitely there is a ton of gameplay to be had. The game is free, but well, you can just as well play Hearthstone, right? But if you want something else, if you want this particular genre, then you can try to climb leaderboards if that's your thing. I think there are just better games to play instead of that. But if you like to play competitively, then you can definitely do it in this game. As much as the progression is concerned, there's almost no progression. You unlock some stuff, and once you have it, you can build your meta deck. If your meta deck doesn't need all this stuff, that you build it even easier, even faster. Now there is a question: do you need better stuff to be stronger? If so, then it's kinda play to win, right? You have to play a lot, unlock the best soldiers, the best miracles, and keep using them in a meta. If they are not better, then they are completely pointless. They are just for the variety. And well, you will unlock them anyway, right? Whether or not you will use them is your decision. But eventually, you have everything unlocked. You can make any deck you want and just keep grinding ladder and leaderboards with the deck, which to me is completely pointless and very boring. But if that's your thing, then you can do it. So 5 out of 10. Very average game in its genre, very boring, because I actually played games very similar, but they had some better progression. So they were like, well, one more time I will unlock something that's actually interesting. I will maybe upgrade a hero, maybe fight against stronger enemies, maybe fight a boss. And those games were simple, old, they exist on Congregate for free, but they were better. I actually played a couple of them. Same idea, you go from left to right, you push against the enemy base and turrets, you clash your soldiers against their soldiers, exactly same idea. I also played one game, I don't remember the name, I might be able to find it, give me a moment. It's some brawl, is it there? It had a brawl in name, but I don't have it now. No, I don't have it. I think I deleted it already. It was some brawl game that looks exactly like this, but it had items. So I kinda played it for the sake of selling items. I didn't enjoy it, but I played it for the items. So yeah, there is more of games like that. That game was also free, so you can try to find it. You can try to find and check similar games. There's probably a whole genre of them. I'm completely not interested, so I just played 2 of them on Steam and more on Congregate. I prefer the ones where you actually have better progression and you play against computer, not against humans, because I hate PvP. And this one pretty much has no progression aside from leaderboard numbers and unlocks. Well, happen anyway, right? Maybe you don't even need them. Maybe you can play with basic soldiers and win anyway. Well, it's hard to say. But I'm done with it. I'm deinstalling it. I'm not interested. I just wanted to show you what it is. So that's what it is. You will see the entire game in 6 minutes. If you want to play with another faction, it's 12 minutes, and you will see everything. The only thing that changes is those couple of heroes, a couple of different miracles, a couple of different soldiers. So you could theoretically try to make a deck, but all you will do is always play this skirmish against a human over and over again. And that's not something that I'm into. So, no recommendation, 5 out of 10. That was MINImax Tinyverse. And I will see you guys in another review, hopefully with something actually fun and playable.